If I want to see the worst that humanity has to offer, I don't go to 4chan, I don't browse gore sites, I don't see like Al-Qaeda chopping people's heads off. I just go to my Facebook feed. Honestly, I wish I could quit Facebook, but it's like an addiction that I have to have. I don't go to it very often, and when I do, it's normally just to feel better about myself. But I don't have a telephone, and Facebook is the only way that I can get a hold of people. But there's one of two things that you'll see on Facebook. Either one, you'll see a completely filtered version of a human being. Like, there will be a guy that you know that you have personally seen in a bar call people faggots and start fights and shit, and then he'll post inspirational messages like this one. It makes you think, what the fuck? Who are you? That's not who you are. You're the guy that called that one dude a faggot and then smashed a beer bottle over his head. You're that motherfucker. Or, and perhaps even worse, you'll see the completely unfiltered redneck. There's a whole bunch of those motherfuckers on my Facebook. Mostly just the people that I went to school with. It seems like small town America really breeds homophobia and racism like no other place. The thing that still surprises me though is how much slut shaming I see on Facebook. For instance, what prompted me to make this video was this inspirational graphic. I don't understand. I don't get it. First of all, dudes, this is going to my male audience, which is 98% of you. Why don't you like slutty women? I love them. I love sluts. I am on the record for saying that I appreciate a whore. And here's why. Let's just say for a moment that all women were sluts. Let's say that every woman on earth was a whore. You would get laid a lot more often. They serve a function in society. Like, who gives a shit? If someone likes to have sex, what does it change anything about them? It doesn't. It just means that they like fucking. You like fucking. I like fucking. Most normal people like fucking. It's in our nature to enjoy it. So why do we chastise people that will give it to you willingly? I would much rather hang out with a slutty girl than hang out with some fucking prude that thinks she's better than everybody. It's one of those double standards that still exist in America, and I don't understand why. But if a man has sex with a bunch of women, then he's a fucking stud. It's like, pat you on the back, buddy, you get laid constantly, you fucking rule! But then you introduce his female counterpart and it's like, I heard she likes to sleep around. And a lot of this is perpetuated by women. I see more slut shaming by women than I do for men. And I don't understand it. Why are you doing it to yourselves, ladies? I can see if maybe they're jealous, like maybe they think that they can't go get laid whenever they want to, which is complete bullshit. If you have a vagina, someone will fuck you. Guaranteed, someone will have sex with you. And I guess religion probably has a lot to do with it. It's, you know, it's all fucking in the Bible in various places. You know, religion says keep yourself pure, and that's where I'm going to segue into what I think the third reason could be. This whole save yourself for marriage thing, which is fucking ridiculous. Would you buy a car without driving it first? I wouldn't. If you're gonna marry someone, you should know every little thing about them. You should have heard them shit in the bathroom at least 30 times. You could have seen them wake up with snot bubbles in their nose or like vomiting. You gotta see the worst of a human being. And also you have to know if you're sexually compatible, because you wanna know how to have a loveless relationship is to have a really, really bad sex life. And you'll never know if you don't try it out first. So just, it's a fucking weird world we live in, I think. And I enjoy Facebook for no other reason than it tethers me to reality. And it helps me understand that, hey, I'm not so bad, because I could be that motherfucker. And that makes me feel good. Have a good day.